That's just a basic LJTV.
Hollywood, eh? Good old Hollywood. That's what I always say when people ask me what I think about Hollywood. I say good old Hollywood. Because it was good in the old days. Like say in 1915. When they were actually doing things. Now all they care about in Hollywood is how much money you make for each picture. I defy you to name me an actor or an actress these days that's worth $10 million a movie. Marilyn Chambers is about the only name you'll come up with. It's just a bunch of vacuous, spoiled brats driving around in their Ferraris, snorting coke, doing ecstasy, fucking and sucking each other until they can't take it anymore. And I don't care. But just don't try to tell me that's the perfect way of life. I'm offended every time I turn on the TV. I'm offended every time I go to movies by Hollywood. Hollywood used to have class, it used to have style, it used to have artistic integrity. Now it has silicone, suntans, and expense accounts. Whatever, it's just like anything else. You get lawyers involved, it's all over. But my basic point here today is that we as a race have way too much fucking time on our hands. Case in point, an article torn out of the daily newspaper. Star Wars actors are dating, report says. They play lovers on screen, and now the UK Sun says Star Wars actors Natalie Portman and Hayden Christensen are now dating, both 20. They met on set, a source says. They fell in love and started a steamy romance right under the nose of director George Lucas. It was obvious from the early read-throughs in LA that they were attracted to each other. Then one evening on set in London, England, Natalie took Hayden by the hand off to her dressing room, and at about 10 p.m., Hayden Christensen came out, it says here, came out of the dressing room looking disheveled and like the cat who got the cream. Yeah, that's great, eh? Isn't it sweet? These two young Hollywood actors are falling in love. They're dating. Which basically means in Hollywood they go into the dressing room and fuck. And I got no problem with that. The problem that I have is that why on God's green earth would anybody even begin to think it was a good idea to print this in the paper that someone might be interested? That's my point exactly. We have too much fucking time on our hands. Get a life. You know, beam up, beam out, tune in, do anything, please. Don't insult me every day when I open the paper. Don't insult me every time I go to a movie. Don't fucking insult me every time I hear some music. And we'll get along just fine.